Vice President of the Philippines, Maria Leonor Robredo, former President Fidel Ramos, trustees of the Ramon Magsaysay Awardee Foundation, distinguished guests, members of the Magsaysay family, fellow awardees, ladies and gentlemen. Today is one of the biggest days of my life. I'm truly humble and proud to stand before such honorable guests to accept the Ramon Magsaysay Award. I would like to express my sincerest appreciation and thanks to the Ramon Magsaysay Awardee Foundation for this honor. For me, the honor I received today is not a symbol of victory or the end of my and other survivors' struggle for justice and rights. It represents a recognition of the continuing struggle for human rights, justice, freedom, democracy, and the rule of law of all survivors of human rights abuses in my country and in our region. Also, it means that the voice of victims should be heard. As a survivor of a human rights violation and a women human rights defender, I realize that rights, dignity, and human value are very important to all human beings. The continuation of the culture of impunity, militarization, failure of justice system, and the social acceptance of those violations are crucial contexts that have kept in many victims live in suffering and fear. While leading a civil society organization, I had the opportunity to work with many vulnerable groups, especially the vulnerable of the vulnerable, such as victims of human rights violations in southern Thailand. Most of them are women, refugees, and asylum seekers, or grievous women who are victims of gender-based violence. As a former Human Rights Commissioner of the National Human Rights Commission of Thailand, I had the opportunity to work mostly on civil and political rights and women's human rights. I found that many human rights challenges faced by Thailand and other Asian countries, such as violent extremism, poverty, refugee crisis, absence or lack of freedom of expression and rule of law, are only the tip of the iceberg. Colleagues, history tells us again and again of the impact that ordinary heroes bring. Extraordinary in their courage, determination, and commitment, they serve as evidence that every one of us can make a difference to stand for what is right and just. Each and every one of us has a choice to work to promote the upper side rather than the downside of humanity. We all have a sense of responsibility towards each other to respect our diversities while protecting our equality. All of us have a hero inside us that is able to recognize the beauty in all humanity. Again, I would like to thank the Ramon Magsaysay Foundation for this prestigious award. Thank you to my colleagues and friends who have always supported me in my work as Women Human Rights Defender and a Human Rights Commissioner. Last but not least, special thanks to my family, my father, and my children, who always stand by me and trust in everything I do. My honor today as Magsaysay Awardee has shown the story of an ordinary woman's struggle for justice, democracy, and the rule of law. And this is a big change of women, the family, and the nation. I thank you very much.